Defense. Obviously, you got to be able to put the ball in the hole for sure. In our league, and there's been some great teams that can do that, but teams that can defend and can get stops when needed, they're just simply more successful in our league. So, I think the defensive side of the floor is where we're going to be hammering home on, every single day, and understanding that if we can defend, make teams take tough shots, keeping the one shot at the goal, and rebound and secure the ball, put us in a position to be successful throughout the season. I think every single day it continues to get better and better and better, but I think just the transparency that we have from the time he was, granted the head coaching job here has been great. We've had multiple conversations, not only about the game of basketball, but things off the floor as well. And I think it was well overdue for him to be a head coach, and happy to be a part of his journey and try to do some special things. The only time I've kind of thought about it is when someone, it been posted on social and it's went through my feed and I've seen it. And every single time I'm kind of in awe of it, wow, and then certain guys, I don't know who's doing it, but they'll break down if I do this, if I average this, if I'm available for these games, then I can make it and do it here. And I was like, I've never played my career with saying if I do this, then this will happen. Besides just, making sure that I was in the best shape possible going into a season and, being available, But to sit here and to know that I'm on the verge of breaking probably the most sought after record in the NBA. Things that people say will probably never be done. I think it's just super humbling for myself. I think it's super cool, and obviously Kareem has had his differences, with some of my views and some of the things that I do. But listen, at the end of the day, to be able to be in the same breath as a guy that wore the same uniform, a guy that was a staple of this franchise, along with Magic and big game over there for so many years, especially in the 80s. And a guy that does a lot off the floor as well, I think is just super duper dope. For myself to be even in that conversation, anytime my name is, mentioned with the greats, if it's, obviously, Wilt or MJ or now Kareem or whatever the case may be, it's just super humbling. You guys always see me use my hashtag, the kid from Akron, and those are the moments where I really think about that kid from Akron, of walking those streets and, either playing basketball where I actually had a basketball in the hoop, or actually just walking around and air dribbling and shooting into an invisible hoop, and counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and making game-winning shots. So when it get here, I'm not going to put too much pressure on it throughout the season. But I think it's a pretty historical moment when it gets here, and as long as my family and friends are all there, that's the most important for me. I think my expectations for AD is for AD to be AD. Be the dynamic player that he is, both offensively and defensively. And I expect that out of him. I've always expected that out of him ever since he, became a part of this franchise, and nothing has changed. He expects a lot out of me as well. So, for us to be going into another season, it's a dynamic that I'm looking forward to, and I believe he's going to have a hell of a season, and I'm looking forward to being part of that journey.
Can he be part of this?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Look forward to, like I said, being on a part of the journey with him this year. And, it's going to be a great year for him. And we're going to be right there with him, and, we're here, and it starts tomorrow. It's all about putting in the work. And when you put in the work, you see the results. So looking forward to it.